If you are a person who doesn't want to take the regular path in life, but really wants to create something for themselves, then this video is for you. 1 year ago, I graduated and I didn't know what to do with my life at all. Now I'm 21. I'm traveling Asia currently. I work 2 times a week and make good money through content creation. In this video, I'm going to tell you 5 things that were required in order for me to get to this reality. And just a little disclaimer, I am not at all where I want to be because I have a much, much bigger vision for myself. My biggest dream is to one day, or maybe in the next few months, create something for myself, have my own business, create money for myself and not for other people or other brands. My biggest dream is to inspire people to change their life for the better, to not take the path that was laid out for them, but to choose their own life, their own paths, and their own beliefs about this reality. The first thing that is required of you in order to change your reality is to rewire your beliefs. Yeah, you heard this 1,000 times throughout the internet. Rewire your beliefs, do this, do that. But how do you actually rewire your beliefs? In order to rewire your belief, you have to first notice what beliefs you have around a certain thing. What beliefs do you have around money? What beliefs do you have about freedom, about choosing your own path, about creating your own reality? Do you maybe think that your path is already laid out by God, by the universe? Do you think you can't choose anything in your life? Or do you have the belief that you are the creator and the designer of your own reality? Because, of course, if you do not believe that, then you aren't going to take the steps that are required for you in order to create your own reality. Only if you get to the roots of what you currently believe, you can decide that from now on you do not want to believe this anymore. And once you have that core belief, you can work with that. You have to show up for yourself every single day. You have to go through visualizations. You have to journal about your beliefs. You have to really start rewiring your brain and get that new belief inside your head. Because if you don't believe that it is possible, you are not willing to take the actions. Second, this goes hand in hand with your beliefs, is have a clear vision for your life. Have a clear vision of the version that you want to be. Who do you want to be? Do you even know who you want to be? If you do not know who you want to be, if you do not know what path you want to take, then the easiest thing for you is to take the path that other people give you, that society gives you, that school gives you, that your parents maybe give you. Yeah, so my father was like a doctor, so I think I'm gonna just be a doctor as well, because you don't know yourself. You don't know what you really, really want, what you desire. So you have to get clear on that. And this is also a thing that you can journal about. You can ask yourself questions like, what kind of life do I want to have in 5 years? What kind of person do I want to be? With what kind of values? Make a text of yourself, of your future self in 5 years. Because if you don't know your vision, you are just doing a little bit of that, a little bit of that, don't know, I don't know, like, and that is exactly what you're going to attract into your reality: uncertainty. So if you have a clear vision of your life and who you want to be, you can build your goals around that. The third thing that was required for me is to get out of my hometown. This is not something that I want to preach to everybody, because if you really feel good in your hometown, if you really feel good in the home, in around your family, if your family maybe taught you things that you really want to preach and that you really love, then maybe it is the right thing for you to stay in your hometown. But what I want to tell you, that if you have the feeling that your hometown and that your current friends, your current family, or like In general, the town where you live or the city where you live keeps you small and doesn't give you the chance to grow. It could help to change your environment, even if it's just for a certain period of time. The thing I did was this. Firstly, I decided to go to my family in the Netherlands for like a period of time where I already could grow a lot. There were still things in my family that were, of course, not making me feel so good. But even that little shift of environment did a lot for me. After that, I decided to travel Asia with my boyfriend. I've been in Thailand, I've been in Malaysia, and next we are going to Bali and to Vietnam. I'm going to tell you that it is really hard because I miss my family a lot. I miss my hometown a lot. I miss my own stuff a lot because I'm detached from everything. Like I'm separated from everything that I own. What I realized is that I am a person that really needs a base. Like one thing that I like a home where I can return to. But I also have noticed that even though it is really, really hard to get out of my hometown, I get inspired to do things that I probably wouldn't have done back there. I grow. I see things more clearly. I get to know myself better. And also, many things came up from my past. Things that were hidden deep inside of me, they came up all of a sudden. And at first I thought like, what is wrong with me? Why am I doing so bad? Like, why am I not feeling good all the time? But then I realized this is exactly what has to happen for me in order to change. Because in order to change, first you have to see your old version. First you have to see clearly what has happened to you or what you have done in the past, what happened in the past. Number four is choose one skill and get really good at it. For me, it was content creation. It wasn't even a conscious thing that I did. I got into content creation maybe a few years ago. One day I got a message of someone who asked me to make like little videos for them. And that is how I got into organic UGC, creating videos for different apps and brands. I didn't know about that at all. But already months in advance, I had made myself a vision board and I had already this reality in my head over and over again of me creating content. So then all of a sudden, this opportunity flew into my life and I decided to take this opportunity because, again, I knew what my vision was and I already cleared the belief that it is not possible for me. But just so you know how things just can get into your reality, like one single opportunity can get into your reality and that can change everything because a new door opens up for you. Like it is not just this one thing. Now I'm doing this currently for 9 months straight and I'm earning really good money with it. And I don't want to do this for the rest of my life or even for 10 more years because it is not truly my highest passion. But I know that this is going to give me so much skills, so much strength, so much confidence. And I also want to tell you, like, if you have like one skill that you're really, really good at, then you can make so much money these days online. A whole new world can open up for you if you decide that it is actually possible for you as well. You don't have to be extremely smart or talented. You don't have to be exceptional. You just have to choose a skill and commit to it. And not just a few weeks, but maybe a few months, and then you will see your results. And this is exactly what the fifth thing is, and it is show up every single day. Because if you keep falling off again and again, it won't happen. And you are just going to stay stuck exactly where you are. Growth needs time, but it also needs consistency. Showing up every single day. And maybe sometimes you have a bad day. And then okay, it's just one bad day, but the next day you're going to get up. Yesterday was just a bad day, but it doesn't influence how I am going to show up for myself today and how I am going to work towards that goal that I have. Once you have decided that you're going to do one thing. Once you have found a thing that aligns with you, that you think you could have really good skills at, then it is important to stick with that one thing and just try it out and just go all in for like a few months. Because if you already think after like 3 weeks it is not working, or there are so many other paths, let me just try that other thing, let me just try a little bit of that, a little bit of that, then it is not going to work. If you are putting your energy towards so many different things, then you are keeping yourself stuck, because you aren't focusing, you aren't concentrating on that one path that you actually want to take, and then you are in this self-sabotaging loop again. All in all, it is just one decision. If you make one decision today to change your life, to change your reality, and you take the steps that are required in order to actually change what you want, to actually change your life, you can literally achieve it if you just believe in it and take the right steps. And I always remind myself, when I get in this loop of thinking that I'm not exactly where I want to be, I think, me 1 year ago, not even 1 year ago, like 9 months ago, this is exactly what I wanted. This is exactly where I wanted to be. And now I'm imagining myself in this new reality where I have my own business, where I blew up on social media, where I attract the people that actually align with my content, what I have to say, what I have to give to this world. Now I'm actually sitting there every single morning visualizing this reality for myself, imagining it so vividly that it will be true. Maybe not next month, maybe also not in 5 months, but maybe in like 1 year. Who knows? But you just have to know that it is possible.